Alright, so what's good with y'all, man? It's JVK Base back in the reaction video. We originally had the OKC Thunder versus Memphis Grizzlies game, but for some reason, YouTube is going YouTube. Kind of like what they did with the Busta Rhymes Wuha. They said it's blocked. So I went ahead and got an appeal. So I say, you know what? Let's go ahead and turn that into a positive. I'm still got to go to training probably about like 2 hours or so. So I'm just going to do a top greatest Beyblade battles. We reacted to top 10 best Beyblade battles like 6 years ago. So I was like in 2019. If this video gets blocked, whatever, I was going to come back home from training and work on Sunday and upload it on Monday. That's what we're going to do. But today's still a good day. Just got done watching church and stuff that my girlfriend been recommending me to. Been watching that, feeling good. My body's feeling good. My mind feels good. The Thunder's 4-0. Got some more Beyblades actually coming in probably this week or next week. So the other ones from SD should be here too at the same time. I'm telling y'all, we're still gonna bring reactions. Still gonna bring pro wrestling. Got new gear. Still gonna bring IRLs. It's gonna bring a whole bunch of wavy stuff because you guys say you guys don't care to upload because you guys love the content. So let's go ahead and get into this.
Who are we? Blade Breakers! Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks.
Bro, the original season of Beyblade was so different, bro. So different.
So if you're looking for Metal, Burst, or X, let us know in the comments, and we'll see what we can whip up.
Nah, we need the classics only.
Number 20, Tyson vs. Daichi. Beyblade G Revolution.
Why can't it's been that long ago,
This
bro?
epic spin-top series opened
Crazy.
with a bang. When the new kid in town set his sights on the champ, we didn't expect him to stand a chance, at least until we heard the name of his blade, Strata Dracoon. It certainly lived up to its namesake,
11:37.
as it gave Tyson a good thrashing.
Yeah, Daichi versus Tyson. Well, if you seen Fierce Battle, that's when he was first introduced.
Tyson was able to utilize the space around him and head into the eye of the storm with a devastating final blow. Sorry, Daichi, you're playing with the big boys now.
Zumba
Number 19,
underdog.
Tyson vs. King. Beyblade Vforce.
That was a good battle.
What do you even call a sale that starts with Oklahoma's lowest price guaranteed on the state's largest display of a...
Gotta make that money, but
King and Queen had proven quite difficult.
Oh, let me see if my microphone's turned on. Knowing me, I think my microphone might... Okay, no, it's not muted. Okay, cool. Just had to see.
In the final arc of V-Force, and it finally came to a head when Tyson went one-on-one with Uriel's master.
Am I seeing a quiver of respect forming between King and Tyson?
But where this one gets really interesting is when Dr. K attempts to take matters into her own hands. She takes cheating to a whole new
I just
level
got done
by
watching
slapping
V-Force
Tyson's
not too long
Dracoon
ago.
up in the rafters.
Sometimes regular cheating just isn't enough.
That's my boy. That's my boy B2B's favorite season. Shout out my boy Garrett, man.
From there, Dr. K.
Unfortunately for her, King isn't one to rely on underhanded tactics like this and wants a decisive victory against his opponents. When the battle finally returns to an even playing field, it's an absolute clash of the titans, but it couldn't end any other way than with Tyson on top.
He's toast.
My Ariel.
Number 18, Max versus Michael.
That was a good
Beyblade.
fight too. But one thing I noticed about the classic bladers, like the ones that were cold in season 1, they were nerfed in season 3 to make way for Rick and everyone else. Like I just realized that they put them to the shelf. Like Talib, bro. Talib was one of the coldest bladers, and then they let him and Garland tie. Like, come on now.
When the Blade Breakers landed in the old US of A, there was one question on everyone's lips. What the hell was up with Michael's Beyblade?
The battle rages on. And once again, these two forces are...
Yeah, he had that jumping base.
Yes, the leader of the All-Stars was a fierce fighter in his own rights, but it was time for Best Boy Max to prove to his mom that he didn't need her statistics and technology to bring home the crown. Triangle's bizarre gimmick truly met its match in the impenetrable defense of Dracil.
Let's give him a taste of his own medicine! Oh man, Max should have
Despite all the data suggesting it was a pointless
Hope I don't
struggle,
get no
Max is
copyright
able to
from this,
score
all
a
these
home run
animated
by
clips.
using Michael's power against him.
Or hopefully my video is able to be watched.
Number 17, Ray versus Crusher.
That was a good fight too.
Beyblade G Revolution. Ray had a bit of a rough go of it in G Revolution. Yeah, he racked up some impressive wins, but a lot of the time he was a bit of a jobber. So when he was matched up against the overwhelmingly powerful Crusher, who was fueled by his need to save his sick sister, we didn't have very high hopes for him.
That was one of the greatest battles ever.
And now he's taking down the house.
Despite that, Ray and Trigger pushed Crusher's gigas to its absolute limits in a battle that saw the Stone Arena crumble to dust.
I like the Justice 5 series.
Yes, Ray ultimately lost the battle, but even so, he showed Crusher what it means to be a true blader.
Ray and Trigger, stadium out. Crusher wins.
Look at his Beyblade broke into
Number 16,
1,000
Max
pieces.
versus Mistel. Beyblade G Revolution.
Now this fight right here, they of course they made Max tie, but honestly they could have gave Max the W, but then again they had to make the plot way better because they was doubted, bro, for no reason. You know, Max is one of the best bladers ever.
Yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot of the Bega League bouts in this list. What can we say? They're just that damn good.
Hey, they were.
In this match, things were looking very bleak for the Blade Breakers.
Hey, Mistel, hey, come and get me. Maxie's not ready.
He sure is, AJ, but Mistel is ready for him.
They were already 2 points down in the competition against Vforce's squadron, and if Max lost this one, it would be game over.
Pretty clever, I must admit. But how long can you keep it up? The way you keep flailing around, I'd worry more about yourself getting tired.
The two water elemental Beyblades clash in what is easily the coolest arena in the show's history. A submerged, ancient-looking structure. It's one of the few times where we're relieved to see a Bey battle end in a draw.
Mistel's blade is out.
And so is Max's!
A simultaneous exit, which means
The third match of this tournament ends in a draw!
Number 15, Ray versus Lee.
That was a crazy fight too.
I have to prove to Lee that I'm not the same Beyblader that I
Bro,
was.
season one of Beyblade will always be epic. Like the first 3 seasons, like 2001, like Vforce and G Revolution, like nothing comes close. I don't care, bro. Like I respect Burst and X and the new gen, but this first generation built a lot of bonds, bro.
The White Tiger team.
The end of the Blade Breakers stop in China saw 2 old friends become fierce enemies in this high-stakes showdown. When Lee and Tyson weren't able to decide a winner in their bouts, it was up to Ray to finish the job.
that is going to leave a major mark.
I'm going on.
Watch Mojo gotta pay bills. Oh,
The crazy monkey attack!
Galleon chipped away at Trigger, using some of the techniques Ray missed out on by leaving their hometown. But Ray fought back by showing off what he picked up by expanding his world.
I don't think so. Nothing can improve on the original Black Lightning!
By the time this deeply personal bout comes to an end, Lee was finally able to forgive Ray for leaving their team behind.
The pursuit of knowledge is a quest worth continuing.
level 43.
Thanks, Lee.
Number 14, Tyson.
Uh-oh,
versus
speaking
Garland.
of Garland,
G-Revol-
yeah, so let me not reveal. Only one person knows which ones I got coming in, but I probably gave it away. Whoever's watching this video still.
Evolution.
Sonic Boomerang Slam!
Incorporating kickboxing into Beyblading sounds like a deadly combination, and Garland showed
Garland
that
Seaball.
was indeed the case when he faced Tyson in the Justice 5 tournament.
Give no quarter to an
Yeah, that Justice 5 tournament was crazy.
Go, Apollon!
It's gotta be some of the most brutal punishment Tyson endures in the series, as each blow from Apollon to Dracoon seems to have an effect on him too. But the real story happening in this battle is that of Tyson trying to convince
Yup.
Garland that he doesn't need to follow his family's codes. He
Exactly.
should instead blade the way that he
Yup,
wants
be
to.
yourself.
That's the
I ain't gonna lie, this scene had me dying.
Love of the game, it's Tyson Granger, and in the end he proves that fun is the true core of Beyblading.
Garland's last fight in the series.
Number 13, Tyson versus Tala.
Hey, this video running kind of quick.
Looks like your Dracoon is starting to suck wind. No way. He's trying to psych
Bro,
me out.
season 1 was
The original
amazing.
series had everyone on the edge of their seats for an epic one-on-one battle between the leaders of the Blade Breakers and the Devilish
Can't believe this
Boys.
came out 24 years ago, yo.
This
That's
might be my toughest
insane.
battle ever, but I'm really going to enjoy watching you go down.
But this time around, Tyson isn't just fighting against Tala and Warborg, he's fighting for his life. Because of the dimension-hopping clash between Warborg and Dracoon, the arena drops to sub-zero temperatures.
Whoa, I'm toast.
Of course, Titan's burning determination is enough to melt any ice that Tala can conjure. It's a vicious back-and-forth battle, and by the end of it, Tyson has truly earned the title of World Champion.
We do have a winner. Look, a new world Beyblading champion is Tyson.
Number 12, Kai versus Max.
That was a
Beyblade
crazy
Shoe
match.
Revolution.
No small talk here. Kai and Max are getting right down
Hella advertisements.
to business.
It was tough to choose between their battle in the regionals and this one, but ultimately we can't deny how hype the second one-on-one bout between Drasil and Dranza is. It's the ultimate battle of calm versus fury, with Max's tranquil ocean waves matched against the fiery
Ocean
assaults
waves,
of Kai.
baby.
That was close, but you haven't gotten me yet, my friend.
Max is stronger than I thought.
What's awesome about this battle, though, is despite the arena having the deadly electrical gimmick, the two former teammates refuse to utilize it as they want to fight with their own strength alone.
He's creating a gravity well around Bronzer.
I should hopefully have time to upload
It's a
this before I
very
head
moral
out, because that's what I'm
victory
trying to
for
do
Kai,
for
with
y'all.
Dranza barely able to stick inside the stadium. It just goes to show that despite his cheery outlook, there's a force to be reckoned with inside Max.
No!
Max barely lost.
Drasil!
Number 11, Tyson versus Kai. Beyblade.
Looks like we're about
I remember
to get
that episode, 13 Candles.
Good luck, huh? You should keep it. Cause you're definitely gonna need it, birthday boy.
While the first series had us hooked from the very first episode, it wasn't until
Facts.
this battle that people realized how good things were about to get.
Fire arrow now!
Kai's not about to let this one slip away.
The final match of
Because
the
a fun
regional
fact
tournament-
about this fight, y'all, so I had like the DVD because my OG bought me like the first DVD of Beyblade. It was like the first 5 episodes plus a bonus episode. I think it's when Tyson reached all the way to Ray, because it's when he fought against the Blade Sharks and fought against Carlos, and then Max and Kai had that match and had Drasil. So, but then back in the day, I didn't have no laptop or nothing, so I didn't know they had episodes online and stuff. But then during COVID, they literally dropped every single episode. I was like, okay. So then I was actually re-uploading Beyblade Bounce, and then they re-uploaded all the first 3 seasons. So I was like, okay, so I know what I'm gonna do during COVID as well.
This best of 3 is relatively basic, but it is in actuality one of the most important battles of
It
the entire
is.
series.
It
the
is.
future Blade Breakers would be placed inside a steel cage, where being hit with a ring out would result in some nasty damage.
These two guys won't be happy.
The match is the perfect starting point for Tyson and Kai's rivalry that would span the rest of the series, and we can't help but look back at it with a smile.
It all comes down to this moment, and
Kai's Beyblade has rolled off the lip and out of the dish!
Number 10, Kai versus Ray.
That was a
Beyblade
crazy
Shoe
fight.
Revolution.
no
Video's
matter
going
what gets
quick.
my way, I will be victorious.
You have to feel sorry for Ray. He's the only main character that has lost way more of his battles than he's won.
Man.
Sometimes in the most ridiculous ways possible.
I know that we lost, but it doesn't matter. If we stick together, we'll never lose.
You're right, Ray. White Tiger X is a real team.
However, we can safely say that even though he once again failed to score a victory, he shone like a lightning bolt in this semi-final match. Seriously, it gets to the point where he
Facts.
almost goes Super Saiyan.
Facts. He was going crazy.
Alas, he's still no match for Guy's secret technique, one that managed to cleave a boulder in half, somehow. Kudos for trying, Ray. At least you'll always be the resident ladies' man.
We're so totally proud of you, Ray.
Thanks, Mariah.
Don't forget this.
Number 9, Tyson vs. Zio.
Oh, yeah, Zio. Zio Zaggart. Cyber ass!
The final match of this sequel series had been...
Bro is a whole robot, android, whatever.
We're our friends, Zio. I still don't understand why you left and turned against us.
Why had Zio suddenly flipped out? Why was he trying to take down Tyson and company? What the hell was up with his creepy scientist dad? Well, we eventually found out that Zio was a robot.
Facts. Bro is a whole android on the 17-18 wave. Dr. Gero.
Ideas can come from anywhere.
Dr. Zaggart.
With Wix.
Vforce was hard though, I ain't gonna lie,
You heard that
Vforce was
right.
tough.
A robot, one who was trying to take the power of the Bit Beasts in order to become a human. Considering he was armed with an incredibly powerful Bit Beast of his own, it's a miracle that Tyson didn't end up getting the Terminator treatment.
Hey, we're buds, and just because you don't have a pulse doesn't mean we can't be friends.
Number 8, Ray vs. Brian.
This fight right here was crazy.
Good luck, my friend.
In the closing chapter of the original series, it was up to the Blade Breakers to take down Boris's nasty squad, the Demolition Boys. With Kai losing the first round, the pressure was on Ray to keep the lads in the game, but it wouldn't be easy. Ray took an absolute beating from his opponents, who used underhanded tactics to directly
Brian
hit his
was over there
opponent throughout
tweaking,
the bout.
boy.
Unlucky for Brian, when Ray has that look on his face, there's absolutely no way he's gonna quit. Yes, as we mentioned, the final battle between Tala and Tyson was metal in its own right, but it was following up from this display of raw emotion.
Tiger
That was a crazy Tiger Claw.
Number 7, Tyson and Daichi versus
That was a good
F-Dynasty,
fight.
Beyblade G Revolution.
F Dynasty was cold at the tag team fights.
A 2-on-2 match is always a great way to liven things up, though it's fair to say that Tyson and Daichi had their work cut out for them, since they were clashing with two siblings who, when united, turned into a powerhouse.
Facts, just like King and Queen. And this one, Daichi and Tyson
However,
was
despite
struggling,
their Cirque du
boy.
Soleil routine, F-Dynasty still couldn't stop our favorite Dracoon duo from pushing forward and achieving victory.
Looks like Tyson and Daichi.
And they had to work together, bro. That's all it took.
They may have put on quite the performance, but Julia and Raul just couldn't measure up to good old bromance.
That's what real Beyblading is all about.
For sure.
Number 6, Tyson vs.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, Beyblade G Revolution.
Man, Brooklyn crashed out after losing one fight.
What's so funny anyway?
Crazy.
The final match of the original saga, and wouldn't you know it's the most insane one of the bunch.
Sure is. That man was a crash out, boy.
Listen, paying 14.
Just imagine you get mad after losing one Beyblade match. Brother, it's okay.
After losing to Kai, Brooklyn's psyche is fractured beyond repair, causing him to lose control of his Bit Beast. Consequently, reality itself gets turned on its head, which forces Tyson to literally finish the match while flying.
Boy, someone's having a bad mood day, huh?
It's definitely out there and has a hefty moral serving about good sportsmanship being the be-all and end-all, but it's still a hell of a high note to go out on. Number 5, Tyson versus
Underrated
Max.
match.
Beyblade
I think we will be able to upload this for our league
Generation.
because
I know
it's
I
only
have-
11:54. I'm not leaving until like
Ah, Max,
12:40,
the nice
12:50.
guy, the lad, the one everyone can rely on and never does anything unexpected, at least until
Beyblade
this
for
match.
life, bro. For life.
Fight to seal with everything you've got!
After the Blade Breakers break up so each can have a chance at becoming champion,
Yup.
Max goes head to head against his old comrades, and boy, does he bring his A game.
Engine gear! Full power!
The best song in the series, bro. Hang on.
Dispensing the niceties, Max's unbeatable defense and improved Beyblading skills really do a number on Tyson, but once again, failed to land the finishing blow. Jeez, imagine what would happen if he ever got angry.
By the way, I'm glad a friend of
Oh,
mine...
if Max get angry, he winning.
Right, but I couldn't have done it without you.
Number 4, Tyson versus
Team
Kane,
Psychic.
Beyblade Vforce.
It's over. Tyson can't
'Cause I'm the underdog.
make the straight.
By far the highlight of the second series, the Blade Breakers found themselves fighting dark reflections of
Yup, the
themselves
Cyber
when
Bit
going up
Beast.
against Team Psychic, a group of individuals who came equipped with robotic versions of their Bit Beasts. As the final challenge, Tyson had to overcome Kane,
If
whose
they,
sanity
if I ain't gonna lie, if they was able to use those in the tournament, bro, they would have beat everybody probably.
started to diminish after his Cyber Dracoon went full-on berserk.
You're very lucky, Tyson. You're about to see what happens when the strongest blader and the strongest Bit Beast come together.
It's a deadly confrontation.
Girlfriend
that
texting me.
finally
She
saw
gonna
the
be
end
down
of
here
the
in
saga of
September.
Bit Beasts and set the stage for the future showdown with Zeo, one that almost cost Tyson his head.
Dragoon V.
Number 3, Kai versus
My
Brooklyn.
boy Kai came back and said, I want all the smoke.
This is such a complete waste of my time. This says you're wrong. So watch and learn. Big deal.
There is no other way of saying it. Kai got royally battered in this match. Despite his impressive skills, he was woefully underprepared to take on the force of Bega's ultimate blader, Brooklyn.
I need more energy.
With the strength of his Bit Beast, the laid-back pretty boy managed to push Kai to the very edge, severely wounding him in the process. However, in the mother of all comebacks, Kai bested his foe after declaring his adoration for the sport.
That's why I have to win this battle. Because Beyblading means more to me than you could ever understand. It's not just a game to me.
Honestly, Kai went through the ringer so badly on this one, we thought he actually kicked the bucket by the end of it.
My days of blading are over.
That was crazy, bro. Shout out my boy Kai, man, my favorite blade breaker.
Number 2, Kai versus
Bro,
Blade
this video
Breakers.
done went kind of quick, no cap.
Look down there.
We already know what number one gonna be. It's obvious which one's number one.
It's Kai.
Tyson and
Is
Kai.
back on the team in exchange for the power of Black Tranza. Kai fully embraced his role as a villain to the point where
Hey,
he
this was
had
crazy
to
right
fight
here.
his allies' Bit Beasts for himself.
Sip it and fight. I'll let
I realize saying every season, bro, Kai always leaves, bro. He always leaves and joins back at the end. Or Max and Ray always lose their Bit Beasts every time, bro. But Tyson always manages to have his. That plot armor.
With a frozen lake serving as their battleground, Kai almost succeeded in his mission until he discovered that not even he can compare to the Blade Breakers' teamwork.
Who are we? Blade Breakers!
After getting his ass kicked and his will shattered, Kai ends up doing a total 180 and finally starts to embrace team spirit.
It took him towards the end.
Besides, dude, black was never really your color.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about
I think
our
I'm already
latest
subscribed.
videos.
I'm not for
You have
sure.
the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Tyson.
We all
versus
knew
Kai,
that.
Beyblade
We all
Team
knew that.
Revolution.
I'm just warming up.
Yeah, same here, Kai. Boy, Brad, this is the ultimate blading battle of all time!
If you thought spinning tops weren't dangerous, just wait until you see this.
I've got to give you credit, Tyson. You're tougher than I thought.
It's like Goku and Vegeta. It's like MJ versus
With
Kobe.
the championships coming to
Same
a close,
thing, bro.
it's down to these two long-term rivals to take the prize. As it happens, the overwhelming power of Dracoon and Dranza essentially destroys
Best friends,
the stadium,
rivals,
forcing
everything.
Tyson and Kai to
Brothers,
battle it
all
out
that.
inside of a pit,
It's like
with
me and
nothing more than
GB2B,
their
bro. Like me and
competitive
Garrett,
spirits
for
and some
real.
serious arm flailing to see them through to the end.
Shout out to everyone that's still Beyblading, bro. Still a part of the community
As
too, bro.
expected, Tyson once again manages to reclaim his title as the world champion. Let's just hope they didn't charge him the repair bill for the stadium.
Well, it's not what I wanted. But if I have to lose to anyone, I'd want it to be Tyson. Way to go, buddy.
I ain't gonna lie, Tyson won that cause
What's
plot
your
armor.
favorite Beyblade battle? Let us know in those comments below. Did you enjoy this video?
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video right here. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay flight for more content. We're gonna be back with another video, possibly either maybe Monday or sometime this week, because I have a real busy week this week with wrestling. But I appreciate all you guys. We're gonna drop some more content. We're gonna drop wherever you guys want to see. But remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay flight for more content. Squad up, ow, wavy, scatter, just too sweet.